And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We're on the road today. We're here again at Doug Crossing Antique Store in downtown Elizabethton. So, uh, yeah, did you have a glitch? Oh, yeah. Those, you just, as you probably know, with what you deal with computers, you go and turn them off the night before, at least it does for me. You turn them back on, you don't know what you're going to get, which is kind of crazy, but we fixed it. So there you go. We're here live again, Duck Crossing, ready to go, ready to tell you. Look behind us, all these cool things. It's springtime. It feels like spring outside, so we're going to kind of be a spring theme here on the show. Misty's going to join us coming up here in a few minutes, and so lots going on. We got basketball tonight. The Lady Cyclones take on the Lady Granger Grizzlies, or the Granger Lady Grizzlies, I should say, from Granger High School. We're going to air the broadcast at 6:30, audio only. Joseph Taylor and yours truly going to bring it to you. So looking forward to doing that to you tonight from John Treadway Gymnasium. So you win, you move on, you lose, your season's over. So it's a big game, big deal. The boys are tomorrow night, so we're going to look at all the girls' games tonight coming up here in just a minute as we'll showcase those because it's a regional quarterfinal action. You win, you move on, you lose, it's over. You got to win this one tonight to keep going to the next round. So it's big, as Andy and Barney told Andy, it's big, 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 big. And it is. So it's down to a single game season, quite frankly. And so the Lady Cyclones and the Lady Grizzlies from Granger will square off with John Treadway at 6:30. Our airtime coverage begins with a tip-off at 7 o'clock tonight from John Treadway Gymnasium. So I would plead with you to go support. If you don't like the Cyclones, you have another favorite team, and many people listening, there probably is that the case. So I would encourage you to go to see your favorite team. Let's turn that back a little bit. See your favorite team play tonight. I mean, this is what these girls have practiced for, and all these long days and practices and scrimmages and preseason and a long grinding regular season, and now you're down to one game tonight. So I would go out and ask you to go out and support your favorite high school team tonight here in Northeast Tennessee for the ladies and the guys tomorrow night. And we'll tell you all about who is playing where right after we get going here. And this will be a chance to play a little national anthem music. Who might do it today? Let's see who we want. I tell you what, let's just jump in and do with Kingdom Airs. Can't ever go wrong with them. Kingdom Airs out of Dollywood on the Tom Taylor Sports.
One, two. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So let's take a look at high school basketball for the girls tonight. Here we go, the regional. These are all, again, single elimination. Lose, you go home. So let's start with 1A and work our way up. Let's see, get a little bit more juice up here. I'm trying to adjust on the fly here. And there we go, much better. All right, so here we go. In single A, Unaka hosting, or they have a bye tonight. They don't play until Monday. So they will be watching the winner of the Cloudland-Washburn game down in Washburn tonight. That's a long haul for Cloudland. Hampton will travel to Cosby, and North Green will host Hancock County in single A. So Unaka gets a bye. They will play Monday night at Washburn High School against either Washburn or Cloudland. So that's that game coming up tonight, or games in 1A. And 2A tonight, let's see who's playing. In 2A, Unicoi County hosting Claiborne. Lady Blue Devils will be home to Claiborne tonight. Pigeon Forge will be hosting Johnson County, rather. Chucky Doak will be traveling to Gatlinburg Pittman, and South Green will be home to Cumberland Gap tonight in 2A. Winners move on. Again, losers are eliminated. Then we go into 3A, which is where we are, of course, in 3A basketball tonight. You look and see you have Daniel Boone hosting Volunteer, Cherokee hosting Tennessee High, Greenville hosting Crockett, and Elizabethton will be home to Granger. Again, on there at 6:30, audio only, tip-off at 7. Joseph Taylor, yours truly, going to bring it to you. And so that's coming up tonight. So that's your 3A. Then in 4A girls basketball tournament, winners move on, losers are eliminated. It's single elimination tonight. In the opening round, it's the regional quarterfinals. Morristown East will host Jefferson County in 4A. Westridge will travel to Maryville. Dobbins Minute travels to Sevier County, and Science Hill hosting William Blount tonight. So that's your 4A girls regional tournament play. And again, the tournaments are all at the obviously home sites. The regional semifinals in 4A will shift to Sevier County on Monday of next week for guys and girls. The 3A will shift to Granger High School down at Rutledge. The 2A will shift to Gatlinburg Pittman. That's all. And then you have the single A will shift to Washburn, which is also all. So, and I think if you don't know this, here's how it works. So for some of you folks watching out of state, we're in District 1 and there's District 2, and each year they flip-flop. So last year they all came up here, and so this year we all go down there. So flip-flopping is what we call it, and so this year we're going down there. But everything's at home tonight, and then the home winners will move on to the regional sites for the semifinals and the championship next week. And so in our case, being Elizabethton, if you win tonight, you'll head off to Granger next week. It's Fisherman's Friends time. So lots of talking. So a lot of talking. So the old voice. So I was told yesterday by some people that are in the know said you got to do a better job protecting your voice. That's all you got. That's your meal ticket. And I never thought of it that way, but they're right. So, but anyway, we're here live at Duck Crossing. She's got spring cleaning on her mind, and she has got doctored up on her mind. And we'll talk about that. She's here. She joins us right after this break. We'll get her started, get her going. We're live here again on the road at Duck Crossing Antique Store in downtown Elizabethton. 3 floors, over 50 vendors. She has a waiting list. She had a banner year last year, and so she is off and running for 2026, having another great year already. And so the weather's much more spring-like. Get folks to come downtown and enjoy the great sales and savings they've got again at Duck Crossing here in downtown Elizabeth. And right back after you hear this. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend. Attorneys for closing we recommend. And you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Dooley Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. You know, a lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfield Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And here she is. Here I am after another technical glitch. Does that ever drive you crazy? Does that drive you bananas?
Yes.
Well, it drove me bananas. Got here and it didn't set up right. But anyway, we got it fixed. So bottom line is, I didn't have to call Carrie. I figured it out, so I'm getting better at it. So anyway, we're here enjoying our 11-year anniversary of starting this show, rolling with it. And so,
wow.
Yep, we're here. You had a great year last year.
I did, and this October will be my 10-year anniversary.
Well, really?
Owning the store, yes.
That's
yes.
awesome.
I've had a booth here for 13 years, and I have run the store and owned it for be 10 in October.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So we're going to do spring cleanings. Is what we're doing. I noticed you brought your. By the way, this stuff works.
Yes,
I bought a can.
yes. So I did bring my beeswax.
This is cool.
And I actually have people that come from cleaning companies that buy from me, and
Oh,
they
really?
say they get it cheaper from me than they can get it online.
Awesome.
So,
Price
anyways,
point of this is
it's $10.95. But I was
Yep.
going to say I'm going to talk today about our spring cleaning sale
Mm-hmm.
that we're going to have special on Sunday, March 15th. Some other businesses are opening up on that Sunday as well. Tracy across the street's having a closet clean out. So, anyways, that day that'll be $10 a bottle, which is you can't get it anywhere really for under $12. We always sell it for $10.95, but it'll be just $10.
So what's the selling? It's the original beeswax made in
Yes.
America.
Yes.
So what is the? It's been around since America's premier furniture polish since 1974, with natural beeswax. So tell me the selling point. What makes this go? I'm glad it does, and it does because I've got a can.
It's great. I mean, you can use it on everything. You can use it on wood, just like a regular upkeep polish, but it's great on glass, on mirrors. A lot of people swear by it for granite and stainless appliances because it doesn't smear, and it has something that's supposed to repel fingerprints. I'm not sure how that is, but it has just like it's not anything you see, but it's like a little light
Cool. That's very neat.
glaze kind of thing on it.
Yeah. Well, but it works. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, it's great.
And
Yep.
you sell a bunch
you
of
just
it.
have to use a little bit too. You don't have to use a lot.
And you sell a bunch of it.
Yes, we
It
do.
flies out of here. So
Yes.
and it's $10.95 a can. It's made in America. I think it's made in Columbia, Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I was going to say I think it's Tennessee.
Collierville, Tennessee, outside of Memphis. So
Oh, okay.
shop beeswax again. Shopbeeswax.com was the website. You want to go check it out. But it's made in Collierville, Tennessee, which is on the other side of the state, but it's still in Tennessee. It's still in America. It's called the original beeswax. I've got a can. It works. Not that I use it a lot, but when I do use it, but when I do use it, it works, and it's a great job. So now,
Okay.
for folks who don't know, there's a Dr. Nuff booth here, and she sold a whiz out of Dr. Nuff, and so they've
Yeah.
got a spring cleaning going on too, right?
That's right. So we're the only authorized vendor of the
That'll be your banner.
Dr. Enough retro-inspired merchandise.
Mhm.
So these right here are the kids' shirts. So this is something that a lot of people don't know that we have, but we do have children's sizes, and there's 3 colors. And he has marked those down to just $20 a piece.
Wow.
So these are the 3 colors, and it's just until we run out of them, what we have left is, and we've got about every size in these. We've got every size, maybe not in the certain color, but they're in the 3 colors, and they're youth sizes, small to extra large.
Now, for folks, again, we have a lot of out-of-state listeners and watchers, and we appreciate that. So for those who don't know what Dr. Nuff is, it's a locally produced, would you call it a soft drink? I guess you'd call it a
I
soft
think
drink.
they call it more of an energy, a vitamin drink.
An energy, there you go, energy vitamin
Yes.
drink. And so it's originated here in Johnson City. It's shipped all over the place. It goes all over the country, and I think some places all over the world it goes all over the country, but it originated here. And so in Johnson City at Gordon Distributing, I think is the name of the company, they came up with it originally. So Dr. Nuff is the drink. Of course, our big sponsor, Food City, sells the Whiz.
Yes.
The Whiz out of Dr. Nuff. Can't hard to keep it in stock. And so that's the drink, but we have the apparel here. And do you have, like, is that the pop?
Yeah. So
This is
it's
pretty
Tri
cool.
City Beverages who does the Dr. Enough
Right.
now. But the guy that's from there came in here and he told me that Carter Countyans
Mm-hmm.
buy the most Dr. Enough. They deliver more here in Carter County than they do any of the other
Oh,
counties.
really?
Yeah. So
So this is a bottle cap sign hang up on the wall.
and they were 35 and he's marked them to 25. So
Yeah.
we've got about 10 of them. So as long as they last, they just went on sale. And they're cool. We've got another Dr. Enough sign that's 20 that's just says Dr. Enough sold here. It's kind of the retro look of what they would have had in stores.
So there you go. So
So
if you're
it's cool.
if you're a Dr. Enough connoisseur, if you will, they have it here. They don't have the drinks, but they have.
We do have the drinks.
Oh, you sell the drinks
We
too?
do, yeah. We've
I'm
got the
sorry.
little. That's okay. We've got just the little bottles. We need to get them in diet because a lot of people apparently the diet is as good as the regular. I don't know. I'm not a connoisseur of it. I've drank it, but there's a couple different flavors. I mean, people are really particular about which one. There's an herbal that's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be really good, but we just carry the classic Dr. Enough. It's $1 a bottle. So
Mm-hmm. How
you
close
can
is
get
it from
that-
here?
It's over at the cooler.
Run, get me one, would you
Run and
please?
get you one.
I want to show what they're talking.
I
So,
will.
because there's people out here don't maybe not know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
So
and I'll give you this. I'll let you be Vanna while I run.
I'll ban it.
So all the hoodies, they were 35, and the 3Xs were 38.
Mm-hmm.
All the hoodies we have left are $30 on sale.
Wow. We're here live at Duck Crossing, downtown Elizabethton. So there it is, the Dr. Enough, the hoodies. So she does sell the drinks. They're $1 a bottle, which there in of itself is very cheap. You won't get a $1 a bottle anywhere else. So these are marked down to $30. So these are the lime green Dr. Enough hoodies, and again, they are it's a world famous drink. And so it originated. I'm pretty sure Gordon Distributing got it started. Now it's Tri City Beverage that distributes it, and as I said, it goes everywhere. They have them. Well, you heard her say Carter County, where we are here in Elizabeth, and Carter County apparently sells more or buys more Dr. Enough than anywhere else, according to the drivers and according to the folks in Tri City Beverage. That's why they put the apparel sales here in the downtown Elizabethton for the obvious reason here. At Duck Crossing, where we are, broadcasting live Elizabethton basketball coming up. There it is. There it is.
Cold.
Ice cold Dr. Enough. Here it is.
Can't beat that.
There's the drink, and it says, "Enough is enough, rich in vitamins since 1949. The original energy booster, 145 calories a bottle." There it is. And so you see it's not very big. It is a 10-ounce bottle, glass bottle. I learned this over the last couple of weeks, reading up on things to taste better. This has come from the folks that make it. They say it tastes better if you get it in a glass versus a can. Do you know
Oh,
that?
really? No, I didn't. I've heard some people say drink it with ice, and some people say no, don't drink it
Mm-hmm.
with ice. But I always hear that it has to be really cold.
Yeah. But soft drinks in general, I read and learned where it's better, it tastes better. And this is from the folks that make it, not just Dr. Enough, anything you
Oh.
get in a glass bottle is better than a can. So this is a glass bottle, and you sell them for $1 a bottle.
Back a bottle, that's right.
And that's, and that is, you won't find that everywhere, $1 a bottle. So I can tell you that. 10 ounces, $1 a bottle. Minis you want to sell, you can sell right here, right? We just come in and load up on them.
I don't know about loading up on them.
We need 74 bottles, ma'am.
No, we
No,
don't keep that many
don't
on
keep it
site.
in stock,
We
no.
have a little refrigerator, and we
I
keep
got you.
just some water and
Got
just
you.
a few things. But
And this is one of them. So anyway,
Yes,
there's
yes.
a Dr. Enough booth here. How many booths do you have all told in the store?
we've got probably about 54 now. We've got over 50. Yeah.
54.
Yes, we've added some smaller spaces like the Dr. Enough that are not big, huge spaces, but they're kind of shelves or
Mm-hmm.
just areas inside of other areas.
Up on the third floor, we were up there last week. There's a new booth up there. This guy's brought in
Oh, yeah.
sports, particularly if you're a St. Louis Cardinals fan, a baseball guy, I mean, you need to come up. It's pretty much, it's not all St. Louis Cardinals. There's a lot. This guy's, I mean, he has everything that you could imagine, from street signs to ball cards to ball caps, anything with St. Louis Cardinals memorabilia. He's got it. I don't know who the guy. What's his first name? The booth.
His name is Chris.
Chris?
Chris,
So-
yeah, he moved here. He has relocated to the area, and yeah, he's a great guy. He's real active in that. Trying to think I'll think of it later. It's the ministry that's helped a lot of the hurricane victims. That's down there right at Levers Lane. He's real active in that, and but
Car-
yeah, he has a lot of different. He's got some just generic things too. I know I got my son-in-law some Braves. So he has like bits and pieces, but yeah, lots of pennants and
Yeah.
just great. And he does have some NASCAR stuff and a few other sports-related things, but baseball, whew,
Yep. Baseball's getting ready to start. Of course, they're in
Amazing.
spring training, and so that's a new booth since at least last time I was here. So I went up on the
Yes.
third floor. I thought, okay. So if you're a baseball person or a St. Louis Cardinal person, you need to come check out this new booth. So, and then up on the mezzanine, you got some new folks too, don't you?
we do. We have a new couple that moved here from Franklin, North Carolina. They had Bryant's Antique Mall there in North Carolina, and they've relocated to the area. So they're right here in this first booth on the right, and they're still kind of moving in, but they've had some cool stuff. They've done really well just in the 3 weeks they've been here.
Yep. So, you know how it goes with vendors. Some pass away, some move away, some go through divorce. I mean, there's different reasons why booth vendors come and go. But by and large, once they get in there, you keep them, and they're long-termers, aren't they?
Right, yeah. We don't have much of a turnover rate at all.
Nope. And so,
And that's why we've kind of made some new spaces within spaces so that people can kind of get their foot in the door.
because there's a waiting list to get in the place, and understandably so. So 3 floors, and so I promise you, here's what I would tell you to do. When you come in here, block out some time because you're not going to just walk through and walk back out because it's a trip down memory lane. And right over there, I'm looking at all these Pioneer, see Kern's bread sign, Ford service sign. There's some old thermometers over there, a Pioneer Seed Company sign. So Buffalo Rock. Can't see the print's too small way over yonder, but the Buffalo Rock something. Is it a drink?
You're asking me?
Yeah. It's like the blind leading the blind. Okay. Anyway, there's all kinds of signs just in that one booth. Then up there you see an old baby high chair, an old vintage retro yellow and white baby high chair. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Right around the corner, I know nobody wants to talk about Christmas, but right around the corner is a year-round Christmas tree full of ornaments that a lot of folks bought off that this year, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. We had a great Christmas season. And we have even just right behind the Christmas tree, we have a little Christmas section with vintage Christmas that we sell year-round.
Year-round.
Yes.
So it's the Duck Crossing, downtown Elizabeth is where we are. There's 3 antique stores, and of course 2 of ours are great sponsors, and so Duck Crossing is where you want to come. What I think is what's cool, and I do this every month, or however often she changes the windows. So this month it's a reading book month, right? I mean, you got
It
lots
is.
of
It's Dr. Seuss's
Yeah.
birthday is the first, I think next weekend. So it's the reading. So we have the reading. So, you know, I grew up in the 80s. I think it was more 90s maybe, but the Reading Rainbow.
Oh yeah, reading
And
rainbow.
so it has the Reading Rainbow, and it goes into a pot of gold. So a pot of golden books.
Books. Yeah.
Yes.
Remember the old golden story books?
Yes. There's so many of them too. It's amazing. I see one, and I think I've never seen that story in a golden book before.
So her storefront, she's got these big windows here, and so one of her storefront windows is all about books. And of course, they're all for sale. So
Lots of Dr. Seuss. We're going to have lots of Dr. Seuss stuff. So, and Seuss on the Loose is coming to downtown Elizabethton on that a week from Saturday. So a week from tomorrow, March. I can't remember what the date is, but yeah. So that'll be going on. So check Facebook for that. Seuss on the Loose. They have different the places that they can go and see, do activities and read, and
let's see when it is going to be. The first weekend will be March
it's the first Saturday of March.
What's that one right there?
7th.
March 7th. So there you go. The first Saturday in March will be Seuss on the Loose to honor Dr. Seuss. So it's spring cleaning in here. Some of the booths are doing discounts to spring clean. A lot of them got, and it's a good thing to do. A lot of them got hit hard by the Christmas shoppers. I mean, there's a lot of stuff went out here, didn't it?
It did.
Oh yes. So
yes.
me included. I came in and oh yes, it was a good Christmas for me too, because what I bought here went over big to everybody that got gifts from Duck Crossing, and what was really cool about those bubble Christmas lights,
Oh yeah.
that was really neat. In
Yes.
fact, I keep my tree up year round, so I've got them, plug them in, and they bubble up, the old-timey bubble, am I calling it right, bubble lights?
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Bubble Christmas lights. So it was really neat. Good stuff here. We're live again at Duck Crossing, so let's, you ready to hit one of these little magic things? You ready to go? Here we go. She loves doing this because it's time. Here we go. Let me hit this button right here. Talking to our buddy Misty Counts, owner of Duck Crossing here in downtown Elizabethton. Springs and summer's right around the corner. Why come shopping at Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton?
Because we've got everything you could ever dream of. We have 3 floors with over 50 different vendors. We have a great selection. We have more than 75% of our items are vintage, which are 25 years or older. So we are an antique mall, but we specialize in vintage items and things that take care of vintage items, like our cleaning supplies and things like that. We have clothes, we have jewelry, we have a little bit, like I said, of everything.
Yep, and you do. Hours are open.
We're open through the week, 11 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. Saturdays we're open 10 to 6.
Closed on Sundays.
Closed on Sundays.
How do we find you on social media?
We're on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton, Instagram at Duck Crossing Antique, and on TikTok.
3 floors, over 50 vendors. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in downtown Elizabethton.
Yes.
Duck Crossing Antique Store, one of our proud sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Boom. Now you're really getting good at this.
I don't
Put it
think
right
so.
here. Why?
I don't know why.
Why?
I feel like I just freeze whenever
You
it's
didn't
like at
freeze.
the time. I know.
We have to coach you
I
every
won't
time you
ever-
didn't freeze. You did good.
I do
swan
good
it,
just
you
to
did good.
talk, but then when this pressure's on, like this is going to be recorded and played,
Yeah,
then it just
she did
it
good.
freaks me out.
Didn't she do good out there? She did good. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, you don't count. So anyway, it's good. So we're talking baseball. All right. So sports, spring season, a lot of baseball guys and girls out there coming looking at different sports stuff. So last time we were here, let me think. You told me Pyrex was hot.
Mhm.
Mushrooms are hot. Was that right?
Yes, mushrooms.
So what else?
Pyrex.
What are folks in here looking for now?
Hen on the nest.
Really?
Yes, hen on the nest are crazy popular right now.
Do you have some of that? So,
We do. I
During-
think we have. I see one, and I see a bunny on the nest.
so during the break, go
So,
get it.
yeah.
That way I can show folks. Maybe what's
But they go out so fast. And then fairy lamps.
fairy lamps.
Yes, and I think we sold. We had one yesterday that was an owl Fenton fairy lamp.
So-
And it sold. It had only been here. Brad brought it on Wednesday, and it sold yesterday on
Really?
Thursday. 2 Saturdays ago, he had 2 fairy lamps he brought in, and they both sold to 2 different people within 2 hours. I mean, it's like people come in, they're like, "Do you have them?" And then if you do, they're
Wow.
out the door.
So hen on the nest,
Mm-hmm.
which is what
Like a candy dish.
Candy
with,
dish, yeah.
like with a it has like a hen on it. So
what's it made out of?
it's just glass.
Glass.
There's different glass makers that make it, different colors. Milk glass, clear glass, and then carnival, jadeite. There's just all kinds, and they're different sizes. They have them from the little tiny ones, which the tiny ones are being reproduced. So they're ones that you actually can get that are new now, but they don't even care about that somebody got the molds and are remaking them. But they're cool. I mean, they're just. I guess set around. You can have like a display of them with the different colors and on your shelf.
Right over here, which you can't see off camera, there's a big display of Blinko glass out of West
Yes,
Virginia,
yes.
which is where I'm from, up in Milton,
Yes.
outside of Huntington. So Blinko glass, and so there's a huge 4 shelves full of Blinko glass, which is hard to find. They're still in business. One of the few glass
Yes.
companies. You can go up there and watch them actually blow the glass, which is really cool. And it's like,
Or do it yourself.
Do it
Brad and
yourself.
I did it ourselves.
Oh, you went
we
up there?
did,
Oh,
yes.
really?
We've been up there twice, but one time we went and we made our own water bottle.
really?
Yes, they only do it like a few times a year. So we did that for Christmas the year before last.
It's
And
r-
it was cool. I'm not really a glass person, but Brad is. And so
It was
yeah,
neat.
it was cool. Yeah, I mean they've got like walking around with the big fire thing, and you do all the different stuff and you choose your color and it's awesome. And then it has to set for so long and they mail it to you.
Yeah. So you have this long tube, and the ones I went up there and
Yeah.
watch them do, and you blow it. It's like it's red hot
Yeah.
glass. It's almost
Yeah.
like bubble gum. It looks like bubble.
Yeah.
It blows up and
And
they
they're like
twist it.
standing there, yeah, with like the metal things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's Blenko, Blenko. If you want to look it up on the web, Blenko Glass in West Virginia, and you can still go watch. They're still there. They're still in operation.
You can buy. They've got a gift shop in there
Mhm.
too. You can buy stuff there.
A lot of them are gone. A lot of them are going out of business, but this one's still going
Mm-hmm.
right outside of Huntington. But anyway, there's a whole display of that over here. One of the vendors. So up on the second floor, we've got to the left. We have a bunch of antique metal signs and just different. It's like a
Yeah.
smorgasbord, isn't it? Really, of everything.
Yes, we've got a lot of different. They always have stuff that's in, like cool stuff that people are looking for. The 70s and 80s right now are really hot. The kitschy kind of stuff, the Pyrex, mid-century, still not out. So there's a lot of that. And then further on as you go through, we've actually have a new booth that is vintage clothes that are kind of more for the younger. They're looking for NASCAR shirts and Carhartts and all that kind of older stuff that's kind of different than what we have up in our boutique, which is more nicer kind of things, even though we've got, it's vintage things, but it's not, we don't really have like a lot of t-shirts and jean jackets and stuff like that looks like it's been used, but that's kind of what they like. So we've got a new booth of that. And then of course the records and we got lots of books and records and toys and cassette tapes and VHS tapes, and I can't believe how many we sell of those. But I've heard so many times that we have the greatest selection of VHS and cassette tapes, which is
You do.
something you wouldn't even think people would want.
They're coming back
Yeah.
because of the quality on the tapes.
Yeah, well, and I guess physical media is like a thing now too.
But,
Learning about that.
CDs, they compress the sound, but on a cassette and an album, he has a lot of albums up there too on
Oh,
the
yeah.
second floor. A lot of, but you get this well, it's not Vidalia onions, but FIDE.
Fidelity.
Thank you, Fidelity. The quality is better on an album and on a cassette and a 45 than it is on a CD because they compress. I don't know how they do it. Don't know all about that. I just know that it sounds better on a turntable or on a cassette deck, and that's. She has a bunch of those up here on the second floor. So, point of all this is, there's something for everybody. There's 3 floors, over 50 vendors. She has a waiting list. So, I appreciate the fact she's closed on Sunday, the Lord's Day. So, she's open 6 days a week. There's a good crowd in there already. Good traffic this morning. A lot of folks in there walking around looking. So, the warm weather brings people out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
So,
bringing me out. I'm
bringing you out
ready.
there.
I'm done
We
with
are ready. You got it.
done
So,
with winter.
you come back in a little while.
I will, and Sarah too.
Sarah's
I think
coming,
Sarah's
too.
going to bring some books and talk about that.
Yep. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at some college basketball. Big weekend. Again, high school basketball tonight. Elizabethton and Granger playing at John Treadway Gym. If you win, you keep trucking. If you lose, your season's over. It's tournament time. It's down to 32 minutes of somebody's season. It'll be very tension-filled, stress-filled, and all that. So we'll have it for you beginning at 6:30 tonight right here, Cyclone Basketball on the Tom Daly Sports Show. We're talking to Sherry Holtzclaw, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores out there. Why the Jeweler's Bench?
So everything is done in-house. Nothing gets sent out. We do ring sizing, necklace repairs, replace stones, shorten bracelets, necklaces. We repair silver jewelry. There's not a lot of jewelry stores that will repair silver jewelry. So we're one of the ones that do. Occasionally watches, we do some watch repair. Some of it we do have to send that out occasionally, but I'll let you know when I do, so it doesn't go out without you knowing about it.
Watch batteries. They replace a lot of watch batteries. Again,
Every day.
yes. John Holtzclaw is one of the few jewelry repair people in the area. There's not many of them left, so they do jewelry repair here. Remember that. They ship all over the country. The website is?
JewelersBench10.com.
The hours you're open are?
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
All right. And social media, where do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
Be loyal, buy local. It's a mom and pop store. Been here for a long time here in Elizabethton, serving not just Elizabethton, but the entire Tri-Cities and really anywhere in the country. The Jeweler's Bench, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
And back in the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we are live here at Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, and buy it in Betsy. 3 floors, over 50 vendors. It strikes me here on a Friday morning, or actually Friday afternoon now, 12:17, that this place has got a lot of people in it. Normally it would be in here, and it is. It's packed, or very busy, I should say, on Saturdays, but even on a Friday afternoon. A lot of folks, and you know what? We've been cooped up. We've had the snow and the ice and the rain, all that garbage. And so now we've got 60-degree temperatures. We're being teased with spring. I'm sure we'll have some more cold weather in March. We typically do, even in April. So snow, how much that will be, only the good Lord knows that. But all I can tell you is every day the sun comes up, it's spring and warm. Spring's coming up on the 20th of March. This is the last weekend of February. In fact, March 1st is what? On Sunday. So there you go. Does it come in like a lamb or come in like a lion? Looks like it's coming in like a lamb. All right, top 25 college basketball. We'll get into that, but let's run down again who's playing where tonight in high school basketball. It's big stuff, and it's drama filled because again, it's somebody's season. You can't lay an egg tonight. You know, last week if you got beat and didn't play well, you knew you got the regional quarterfinals coming up on Friday for the guys or girls, and tomorrow night for the guys. So you thought, oh, okay. We didn't play our best basketball, so we're still playing. Well, tonight you won't be. If you lose tonight, it's over. Unaka and Single Lake gets a bye by virtue of because the division, District 2, number 4, I don't think you have a number 4. It's a smaller division, Single A, so Unaka gets a bye. They'll play on Monday automatically in the semifinals of the regional. Tonight, you have Cloudland traveling to Washburn. Hampton will travel to Cosby, and North Green will host Hancock County tonight in Single A. In 2A, girls basketball, tonight, Unicoi County Lady Blue Devils at home against Claiborne. Johnson County will travel to Pigeon Forge. Man, that's a haul. To get in a bus in Mountain City and go to Pigeon Forge on a Friday, you know the traffic will be nuts. It always is. It's almost year-round now. Used to be in the summertime, it was crazy, but I don't go often. What they tell me is down at Pigeon Forge, it's crazy all the time now, traffic. So anyway, Johnson County has to travel to Pigeon Forge. Chucky Doak, the Lady Black Knights, will go to Gatlinburg-Pittman, another haul. And then Cumberland Gap will be coming into South Green to play the Lady Rebels. So that's in 2A basketball. In 3A tonight, of course, our game starts at 6:30, our coverage. The actual tip-off will be at 7. We'll go in there at 6:30. Joseph Taylor and yours truly going to bring it to you, audio only. In 3A tonight, Daniel Boone and Gray will host Volunteer. Tennessee I, the Lady Vikings, travel to Rogersville to battle Cherokee. Crockett travels to Greenville to battle the Lady Green Devils. And Granger, the Lady Grizzlies, come to Elizabeth to take on the Lady Cyclones at 7 o'clock. Well, the gates open at 6. We'll go on there at 6:30. And again, tip-off at 7. And as I said earlier in the show, I would appeal to you to go watch your favorite high school team. If it's not Elizabeth, whoever it is, go out and watch them tonight. The girls tonight, the guys tomorrow. They played all year long. They put in a lot of time, a lot of up and down the road playing games at home and on the road and conference and Christmas tournaments and on and on and on. So now you're down to, this is it. This is a single elimination game to get in further down the road to the ultimate Golden State tournament. You got to win this game tonight. So it's going to be tension-filled for all the venues, for all the teams. Tonight for the ladies, tomorrow for the guys. In 4A tonight, Morristown East will host Jefferson County. Westridge, the Lady Wolves, will travel to Maryville. Dobbins Minute, the Lady Indians, will travel to Sevier County to battle the Lady Smoky Bears. And Science Hills, Lady Hilltoppers, will be home to William Blunt. So, again, same scenario. Winners move on for the ladies, and the guys will be eliminated. And we'll go down to the guys here in just a minute. Let's take a look at some college basketball. So last night, on the men's side, 13th ranked Michigan State upsets number 8 Purdue by 2. So the Spartans are a team you want to be paying attention to come tournament time here next month, because March Madness is right around the corner. I think it's going to be a wide open tournament. I think In my opinion, you take Duke and probably Michigan and pull them apart from everybody else and throw the other 8 or 9 teams in a hat and shake them up. And look out, because I think it's going to be a great March Madness. Be a lot of upsets, a lot of broken hearts, and I think you'll see some sleeper teams uh, pull off the big upsets. So, anyway, I think Michigan and Duke rather are heads above everybody else at this point. But Michigan State can't count them out, nor can you count out Purdue. Tonight, the only undefeated team still in Division I basketball, the Red Hawks of Miami, Ohio, traveling to Western Michigan to battle the Broncos tonight in Kalamazoo. 10th-ranked Illinois will host Michigan tonight. It's a biggie. 10th-ranked Fighting Illini and the Michigan Wolverines at number 3. That's a big one in the Big Ten in Illinois tonight. Now, tomorrow, 5 matchups involving top 25 teams. None bigger than top-ranked Duke will be at Cameron tomorrow at noon to host 11th-ranked Virginia in the ACC. Number 2, Arizona, hosting number 14, Kansas, tomorrow afternoon. 4th-ranked Iowa State, the Cyclones, hosting 16th-ranked Texas Tech tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow night at 6 o'clock in the Food City Center in Knoxville, number 22, Tennessee, number 17, Alabama, the return match. And this time, Alabama doesn't have Charles Bedecchio. He is not playing. He's been told he can't play, so ruled ineligible. So Tennessee will go up against Alabama without their big 7-footer, who was again ruled ineligible to play. Other games tomorrow: number 6, UConn hosting Seton Hall. Number 5, Houston, the Cougars hosting Colorado. 24th-ranked Louisville plays at Clemson. Number 25, Vanderbilt will go to Rupp Arena to battle the Kentucky Wildcats. 12th-ranked Nebraska tomorrow at Southern Cal. 19th-ranked BYU will be in Morgantown to battle the West Virginia Mountaineers. That'll be tomorrow at 5:30. 15th-ranked St. John's hosting Villanova. Number 23, St. Louis, home to Duquesne in top 25 play. Also, tomorrow night, another top 25 matchup. 20th-ranked Arkansas, John Calipari's boys will be at number 7, Florida. It's a big one to battle the Gators. And so those two teams are in the top of the pack right now in the SEC standings. 18th-ranked North Carolina tomorrow night. The Tar Heels hosting Virginia Tech. The Hokies will go to Chapel Hill. And 9th-ranked Gonzaga will be at St. Mary's. So the 2 games tonight. Again, it's a big one. 3rd-ranked Michigan will be at number 10, Illinois. And then 21st-ranked Miami of Ohio will be at Western Michigan. So those are big games tonight in top 25 college basketball. Lady Vols lose last night at LSU, and so the heat's on. But this is my take. They're going to give her another year, and I think they should. Hello, Brenda Grindstaff. So I just think you'll see. I don't think you'll see anybody pulling the plug on Kim Caldwell right yet. Again, now. So are they playing well? Obviously not. So do they have the talent to compete? Don't know. I don't know whether she can't coach them, or I think she can. I'm up here in Johnson City and Elizabethton and Tri-Cities, and I'm not sure what's going on because I'm not around the program. But, plus it's the SEC. It's a gauntlet every night. Same like football. I mean, every night for the men's and women. It's the best conference across the board in every sport, in my humble opinion. And so every night's a battle. And so, they've got Vanderbilt at home on Sunday to wrap up the regular season, then the SEC tournament. So, and again, if you, by Lady Vol standards, have stumbled along in the second half of the season, and you have, but, you've been to LSU on the road, you've been to UConn on the road, you've been to South Carolina on the road. I mean, you've had some pretty tough conference games, not making excuses, but you have. But come SEC tournament time, you wipe the slate clean. I mean, look at Elizabethton. Look at the boys' basketball, the old adage says, or what I say, in November, December, even January. It's where you are come tournament time. So, the Lady Vols, they play Vanderbilt on Sunday at home to wrap up the regular season. Then you start the SEC tournament. And from there, it's anybody can get hot. And so we'll see what happens. But they lost yesterday to LSU at LSU. And so they'll have their season finale, as we said, on Sunday afternoon at home against the Lady Commodores of Vanderbilt. President Trump's getting ready to get involved in college sports. We'll tell you about it next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabethancoc.org.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Our success is your success.
Back on the Tom Doe Sports Show, we got our buddy here. He's going to join us coming up here in just a minute, Jeff Birchfield. So let me tell you quick this story before we get him in. So President Trump's getting ready to get involved in college sports. The Power Four conference commissioners are expected to join dozens of sports celebrities and dignitaries on March the 6th, which is next week, at the White House in a roundtable discussion with the president and the future of college athletics. Some would say he doesn't need to be involved. Some say bring him on. Among others going to be there Tiger Woods, Nick Saban, Condoleezza Rice, Jonathan Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, Adam Silver, NBA commissioner. Going to be some heavies. Several athletic directors, including Notre Dame's Pete Bevacqua. There again, why do they always get to be everything? But he's going to be there. Tim Tebow's going to be there. Charlie Ward, former Florida State basketball player. They're going to sit down and talk about the future of college athletics, and you know, Trump's going to get involved, or at least listen to see how they can regulate the transfer portal and the NIL, and so it's going to be interesting, to say the least. That's going to be coming up again on March the 6th, which will be next week. Then one more thing, the football rule makers have proposed a one-year trial rule allowing a player disqualified for targeting for the first time to play in his team's next game, regardless of which half the penalty was assessed. Currently, you are disqualified for targeting, must sit out the rest of that game, and the penalty occurs in the second half, you get sit out the first half of the next game. So they're saying they're proposing it, the legislation will have to be passed upon all the different rule committees, and it's just getting started. They have to go through a lot of hoops to get it finalized. But what they're saying is, if I knock out Jeff Birchfield, knock him out, and get caught for targeting in the second half, then I got to sit out the next game. What they're saying is, if I get disqualified for targeting in the game, the next game I can play. So no matter what half, but knock him out in the first half or the second half, or he knocks me out, he would knock me out. But the first half or the second half, then they're saying, okay, he's going to serve their penalty this game, so the next game he can play. So that's up for discussion. Then we'll run through all the different rules committee groups to see if they can get that passed, and we'll see how it goes. All right, quick break. He's here. He joins us next. Don't forget, we have Dr. Nuff, all kinds of merchandise here. Again, as Tri-Cities Beverage said, Carter County folks drink more Dr. Enough than anybody else in the Tri-Cities. I didn't know that. So, but they have them right here for $1 a bottle. Dr. Enough. You like Dr. Enough? That's yours. That's his gift from me to come being on the show. He joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show live at Duck Crossing Antique Store in downtown Elizabeth. Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. There we are. Mr. Birchfield's in the house. Good morning, sir. Now, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mr. Taylor.
Yes, thank you. You got your Dr. Nuff. You like Dr. Nuff?
I like Dr. Enough.
Be my Vanna. Reach over and handle that little bottle cap sign right there. That's pretty cool. I like this.
That is neat.
Yeah. So they sell Dr. Nuff here. They sell T-shirts and toboggans and koozies. They sell they got a booth here. They sell a whiz out of Dr. Nuff apparel. We showed you she took it back, showed the hoodies, and all the T-shirts are on sale. This is I always call them barn signs, but it's a metal sign. It's a bottle cap, obviously, and it's $25. So that's something if you want to. They have a few of those in here, not many, but I'm gonna put that right there.
One time we tried to get sponsorship, Dr. Enough, for a race car there. Brad Teague out of Johnson City drove for a guy named Ralph Ball down in La Follette area. Mm-hmm. And so my cousin, he built all these model cars, and we sent them to different companies. Sent one to RC Cola and Moon Pie and all. And but they were pretty cool little designs and stuff. I have like a notebook of all those, and so we took one out there, Tri-Cities Beverage. They were interested, but as of course, sponsoring a race car can be a little pricey sometimes.
Absolutely.
At the NASCAR level like that, anyway.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Food City, we'll talk more about this next week, but Food City's, speaking of drinks, Food City's coming out with they and Coca-Cola will market a cherry Sprite. It's going to be exclusive to Food City. So, and that's, I thought that's pretty cool, a cherry Sprite. So.
That sounds good, actually.
I'll try it. I'll give it a whirl. So anyway, you're getting ready to market it starting the first of the week, which will be March, and they're going to keep it in there for I think 3 or 4 weeks as a trial balloon. But it's an exclusive with Coca-Cola just on the Food City grocery store chain. 164 stores will have Sprite, Cherry Sprite, or Sprite Cherry, however you want to call it. And so I thought that was kind of neat. And we'll be at Food City in Gray next week. So, all right, we got NASCAR, Circuit of the Americas, our first road course coming up, right?
Yeah, sure is. This weekend, Christopher Bell, the defending race winner there. Yeah. Road courses.
I'm not a road course guy at all, so but you may be out there, and that's why we do the show, to let you know my personal opinion doesn't matter, but it's, how many they got this year on the circuit? They got a lot of them, don't they?
There's 8? Not that many this year. They actually took one road course off. They changed the Roval at Charlotte back to the Oval, but they've got Circuit of the Americas. They've still got Watkins Glen and Sonoma, of course, are the 2 traditional ones, and so a little less than they've had in the past there. So it's nice.
You surprised at the success of Tyler Reddick so far? He's won both races, trying to make it 3 straight.
I figured he'd have a big year. I think he was my dark horse pick to win the championship.
Yes, I know. I've heard all about that.
And but really, he's a guy's going to be a contender this weekend. He's a very good road racer. And although you hope that somebody gives Shane Van Gisbergen, some competition finally. SVG just made those road courses pretty much unwatchable last year. He'd win by like 15 seconds and all that.
So every time we have him on the show, he always reminds me, well, I picked Tyler Reddick to win it all, so that's 2 weeks in a row I've got to hear this. So this week, I guess, how many drivers have come out of the gate win the first 3 races?
That I think I don't know if that's ever been done. There's only been 6 that's won the first 2 races, because you had last guy to win 2 races in a row was Matt Kenseth back in 2009, and then back before that, David Pearson won like in '76, beat Richard Petty in that famous finish at the Daytona 500 after he won the Riverside road courses. And I wrote about who all won earlier. Jeff Gordon won like in '97. So if anybody would have done it, it would have been Jeff, but I don't think he even did that in '97. I don't think anyone's actually won the first 3 in a row.
5 drivers have won the first 2 races of a season, but none of those 5 drivers ever went on to win a 3rd straight race. So there you go. But that's according to this.
Yeah.
And 1997, Jeff Gordon opened the season with victories at Daytona, Rockingham, and led the first 65 laps at Richmond before finishing 4th in a race won by Rusty Wallace. So Matt Kenseth, the most recent driver to open the season with 2 wins, took checkers at Daytona and Fontana, California in '09, but had his engine blow up the next race in Vegas. Nobody's ever done that.
Yeah,
That's
so
an
that'd be pretty
interesting
cool
stat.
if he could do that. I know one year, like in '92, Davey Allison won the Daytona 500, and then Bill Elliott got on a streak and won the next 4 races in a row after that.
So what's it take as a driver? I mean, we know what goes on at Bristol and Daytona. So how does your approach different if you're a NASCAR driver for a road course?
Totally different, because the strategies vary so much. A lot of the road course racing, of course, a lot of it is driver. I mean, SVG obviously proved, what a talent he is on those circuits. But the other thing is, a lot of times pit crews and strategies. Some guys will pit one time less, or they'll try to take advantage of different times to pit during the race and stuff, and for track position. So that's always a huge factor in road course racing.
Reddick's having a good start, obviously. Who else is having a good start?
Well, his teammate Bubba Wallace, those guys are 1-2 in points right now, so they've been off to a really good start. Toyotas have been strong, although Christopher Bell, like I said, he's not had the best luck. He was actually my championship pick, but I look for him to bounce back strong this weekend. You've got, some of the other guys have struggled a little bit. The Hendrick camp's not really been off to the best start, although Chase Elliott, I think he'll bounce back strong this weekend, and William Byron as well.
Tell me who your championship pick is again for the 34th time. It would be who?
Oh, Christopher Bell's who I actually picked. But, like I said, he is the defending race winner, so maybe he can, do something this weekend. But I think the toughest competition for SVG is probably going to come from within his own team. Ross Chastain's won their Circuit of the Americas before, and then also Connor Zilic, even though he's a rookie, he's probably the best road racer, outside of the SVG in the series.
Go ahead and tell me who won the bet last year. Let's go ahead and get one more dig. You've told me already Reddick's your dark horse for the 34th time, and you've told me that Christopher Bell is his champion this year for the 34th time. He just conveniently drops those into the conversation.
Yeah, I think William Byron actually was in that championship for, and Joey Logano was not last year. So I think
there you go.
Since you ask.
That's exactly right. I'll set myself up. So his guy won last year in our little lunch bet, which I got to take him to lunch and get this over with. So it will be, from the biblical standpoint, the Last Supper for Mr. Birchfield, because I'm not buying him anything, because this year I'm going to win. My guy, I don't know who I picked. I picked Logano and Bush, didn't I?
I think you did.
Yeah, and Kyle Busch is not doing very good at all, I don't think. And Logano is so-so. So our little friendly bet, he picked, again, Bell to win the championship, and his dark horse to win it is Tyler Reddick, and both of them are on par, and mine aren't right now. But it's a long season, so Circuit of the Americas. So we're getting closer to racing at Bristol Motor Speedway in April. So what are you hearing up the track? Anything right now?
Well, I know going to have a big deal here in a couple weeks. They're actually teaming with Nashville Super Speedway and going to have a lot of drivers where we're going to be able to, they don't have everybody finalized yet, but I was talking to Anthony Vestal this morning actually about that. So that should be coming up. And then, Just the racing should be fantastic. Bristol got them a sponsor for the O'Reilly Series race, Suburban Propane 300. It's going to be now, and then I've got Tennessee National Guard sponsoring the truck race, and then obviously the Food City 500. Food City's been the second longest sponsor in NASCAR behind Coca-Cola with Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yep, and I found my press release is right here. Coca-Cola Consolidated, along with Food City, introducing Sprite Cherry. It will be from Monday, March the 2nd through September. They'll keep it on I'm sorry, I thought it was just 1 month. So it'll go March, April, May, June, July, August, September. It's going to be a 6-month trial run. 12-pack, 12-ounce cans of Sprite Cherry, available while supplies last in all Food Cities exclusively beginning on Monday. So I'm going to try that.
I think that sounds good. I think I like Cherry Sprite better than Cherry Coke, honestly.
Yeah. So they call it Sprite Cherry is what they say.
Cherry, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. We're going to have to get that. We'll be at Food City and Gray next week, and I'll sample that on the air. So Food City and Coca-Cola Sprite Cherry, exclusive to Food City, starting Monday for 6 months. So, in 12-pack, 12-ounce cans. So we talk about who's hot. Who is struggling right now out of the gate after 2 races?
Well, your man Kyle Busch has not had the best luck. He did start on the pole for Daytona, but
stop right there. Tell me there's a reason I bring him on the show. He burns my biscuits every week. Tom, your guy's he's sucking swamp water. He's not very good. So okay, who else?
Well, William Byron, who I had picked for the championship the last couple of years, he's not doing too well so far this year. He's had won 2 Daytona 500s in a row, but then got caught up. That Hendrick camp's really not need to see a little more out of them. Kyle Larson's, really not run as well, or Alex Bowman. But the thing is, you're on those drafting tracks, and you can get caught up in accidents, and it's really hard to judge how good people are going to be because the majority of the races, are more on the shorter ovals and intermediates like Charlotte and, some of those type places, and Texas and those tracks. So.
We're live with the Duck Crossing Antique Store here in downtown Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local. If you're a sports guy or lady, again, they got all kinds of booths now. Up on the 3rd floor, they got a brand new booth. I was up there last week, and this guy has brought in, if you're a baseball guy, and more specifically a St. Louis Cardinal guy, he's got everything known from medal signs down to signed memorabilia, pennants. If you're a Cardinals guy, he's got these little tiny wooden bats that are signed and autographed by some of the great Cardinals down through the years. And it's a really cool booth upstairs on the 3rd floor. And so if you're into baseball, right around the corners, the guy's got all kinds of baseball cards. Evan Carter's doing very well right now. The rookie card of his is over there. But Evan Carter, of course, from Elizabethton, center fielder for the Texas Rangers. He's doing very well right now. So who's your favorite baseball player? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
Well, probably I like seeing all of our local guys do well, so probably Evan Carter and Landon Knack would have to be my 2 favorite, right now. Going Hunter Stratton, I don't know Hunter as well. I didn't really cover him as far as Sullivan East, but, obviously Landon knew him from covering Science Hill and ETSU, and then Evan went to high school actually with Evan's mom there. So,
who's your all-time guy, if you could sit down with anybody?
It was cool last year with the Reds and Braves thing because I did get Johnny Bench. And he's obviously, one of my favorite. But my favorite guy from that Big Red Machine, I like George Foster back in the day when I was a little kid.
Oh, yes. They called him Yahtzee because he played Yahtzee in the clubhouse all the time, always with the black bat.
Yeah.
He had 51 home runs that 1 year.
And he was like, wasn't a big guy at his waist, he's big up top and stuff. But, yeah, he's had a ton of power for sure.
Interviewed him one time over in Kingsport. He's not that, Jeff's right, he's not that big, George Foster, but he had arms. You've seen Popeye and his big old forearms in the Popeye cartoons, and this guy had some forearms and he had some thighs. And I asked him on the interview what creates the power, and he said it's not your arms much as your legs to hit a home run. So.
Yeah, it's more technique and speed, and all than it is power, actually, and being able to, those guys just being able to, with their eyesight especially, making the right contact for sure.
The more I think about it, I think the guy that I would really, because he's intriguing, and we talked about this last week on the show, I don't think you were there at this point in the show, but a guy that still impacts our culture is Babe Ruth. And what made me think of it was at Food City last week and had a Baby Ruth candy bar. So they have games named after him, the Babe Ruth League in high school baseball. I guess it would be at high school age, the Babe Ruth League. You got Babe Ruth candy bars. So And of course, he came along and kind of revolutionized baseball when he came through. And I would love to sit down and talk to, of course, can't, but I'd love to sit down and talk to Babe Ruth. I think it'd be an interesting interview. And so, my guy, if I could meet my favorite player, it'd be Tony Perez from the Reds, the Big Red Machine. So they talked about him in the clubhouse, whether he went 4 for 4 or 0 for 4, he was still the same. He was kind of like the Rock in the clubhouse. The Reds, all those personalities with Rose and Morgan and Bench and Concepcion and Ken Griffey. So
yeah, such a great lineup. I mean, all those guys you mentioned right there. And then speaking of baseball, I'm probably run by Thomas Stadium here a little later and watch the ETSU's playing today.
Who they've got today?
They got Quinnipiac, so I think I pronounced that right.
Yep.
I just have to spell it right.
Yep, you got it. Quinnipiac. Yep. I think it's Indiana, is that right? Or is it New York?
I was thinking New York,
New York.
actually.
It's New York,
I know
yeah.
all those northern teams, come down. Of course, ETSU lost a hard-fought game on Wednesday night, played App State, and, of course, big rivalry game. And the Mountaineers, in their other loss this year, lost, I think, 7-5 at Virginia Tech. So
I'm thinking of Valparaiso in Indiana. It's another tricky name, but Quinnipiac is from New York State. So the Bucks are playing those folks there. We're here live at Duck Crossing, so Circuit of the Americas. After that, where do we go on the NASCAR schedule?
Gosh, I got to look at it. I think it's Las Vegas, I believe.
I think you're right. I think they go to Vegas, then they go out to California. I think they make that 3-race swing out west, and they're coming back into Bristol on April the 12th. Is that right?
I believe you are correct on that.
Food City 500. So, and again, as he said, they got a O'Reilly, which is the new Xfinity Series. Is no longer. It's now the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, I guess what you call it. And so, the sponsor of that race, which will be on Saturday at Bristol, will be Suburban Propane. And then the truck race will be the Army.
Yeah, Tennessee National Guard.
Tennessee National Guard.
Yeah.
So that'll be on Friday. So
I used to be in the Tennessee National Guard back in the day.
Did you really?
771st Maintenance Company in Johnson City. So.
Are you jerking about
No, serious.
I never know that.
We were tied into the 776 here in Elizabethton as well. So
what you don't know about my colleague here, off the air he's a jokester, so I never know whether to take him. So you really were.
Yeah, I sure was. Yeah, I was actually a staff sergeant, believe it or not.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Sergeant Birchfield. Wow, did you crack whip these guys? I mean, were you tough to?
No, I'm easy to get along with.
Just do your job, right?
Do your job.
Just do your job. Staff Sergeant Birchfield, reporting for duty, sir. So what did you have them doing in maintenance? Working on trucks and stuff?
Yeah, we were always working on the trucks. We'd always, every weekend, we'd take them out for the test drives and bleed brakes and, just make sure maintenance was good on everything and all. And then always had our summer camps were interesting. We went different places like Fort Bragg and Fort Stewart and Camp Shelby, Mississippi, and different places,
Hot, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, those, especially Camp Shelby, and then down there Fort Stewart, which is right below Savannah, Georgia, so it's really, really hot there sometimes.
Am I saluting right? Is this how you do it?
Well, yeah, close.
Staff Sergeant Birchfield, reporting for duty,
but
sir.
You don't have to salute non-commissioned officers.
Oh, you don't?
No, you just salute lieutenants, captains, majors, colonels, and generals. See?
So I felt impressed to salute my buddy Birchfield, reporting for duty, sir. Mr. Taylor, would you go out and run the weed eater for about 8 hours? I will, sir. Thank you, sir.
The thing sergeants always say are like, don't salute me. I work for a living, So that's always the thing,
I did not know that about my buddy. We've been together. This is year number 11. I had no clue you at one point served in the National Guard, which I'm proud that you did. So that is the name of the race coming up on Friday, the truck race in Bristol. When they get into race weekend is the Tennessee Army National Guard 250, I guess. Yep. Suburban Propane 300. And then, of course, the big one, Food City 500. Who do you like in the Food City 500? I know it's early. Who typically runs well in the spring race at Bristol?
Well, I think you have to start with Kyle Busch, Kyle Busch obviously does run great at Bristol, but then Kyle Larson, the last few races. But now there's a big difference this year. The cars are going to have more horsepower and the tires are supposed to be a little softer, so should be some fall off to the tires. So hopefully we won't have anyone leading 400 laps, this time around. It'll be a more competitive race.
There you go. It's coming up April the 12th, the Food City 500. You working on high school basketball now?
High school basketball, of course, ETSU's still finishing their regular season. The men have wrapped up the regular season championship. It's a little odd other night because they celebrate after a loss to Wofford. But, and people were questioning that. And to sort of explain why they did that, I mean, otherwise you're going to be celebrating and you're going to have no fans there like if they do it to a practice court or whatever. So I want to share that moment with fans who decided to stay. The women's got a shot of still winning a share of the title if they win tomorrow, and have, I think, Wofford lose and all. So you've got a possibility there of, them also having a share of the title and all that. And then, of course, high school basketball tonight, I've got Volunteer at Daniel Boone girls, and then tomorrow I got Daniel Boone boys at Volunteer. So should be two good games. Or actually tomorrow night's game really good. Those Daniel Boone girls look awesome though. Right now they're number 2 in the state.
And they can play.
They can really play. You've got Andrea Flores who's committed to Mississippi State, and then of course Aaliyah Story, Chattanooga, and then with some other just really talented players like Laney Britton and all on that team.
I thought the girl hurt us. Of course, the obvious hurt us, but the one that played really well that I wasn't expecting, because you hear about Britton, you hear about Story, you hear about Flores, and understandably so, was Ella Masters. Thought she played a big floor game for the Lady Trailblazers, and they beat Elizabethton last week. And it was 30-30. They flipped the switch and outscored us. Was it 53-15? I think it was.
Yeah, I think so. I think it did end up 83-45 in that game.
They're legit. They can play. So.
And then you and I were fortunate enough to cover Elizabethton winning the boys championship. I thought Evan Chambers and Hudson Pate, the two guards, were incredibly good in that. They seemed like half step ahead of the Tennessee High guards all night long.
So we play tonight the Lady Cyclones. Starting at 6:30, our coverage begins. 7 o'clock tip-off against Granger. Tomorrow night, same thing. The boys will play. And so they'll play Granger at home for the regional quarterfinal. It's such a pressure-packed day because, as I said before we got here, you practice all fall, you do the jamboree, you play the first end of the season, and you go through the Christmas tournaments and get into conference play the second half of the season. You get into now, and it's down to one game. For you to advance further to get the ultimate goal, is the state tournament. You got to win tonight. If you don't win, this opens the door. If you don't win tonight, you're done. So it's a very stressful, pressure-packed game tonight for everybody.
Yeah, the 3 of the next 4 games are like that because you've got to win in the quarterfinals tonight. Then you got to win your semifinal game. Of course, if you play for region championship, that's more for the home berth and the prestige of being region champion. And then you go obviously to the sectional after that. And again, if you lose there, then your season's over.
Milligan Lady Bus, we brought that one to you yesterday. They won big, and so they will beat Montreat yesterday. They will take on U-Pike, Pikeville University. The only team that's beat them in the regular season tonight at 6 at Meadowview in Kingsport, which is a really cool thing. They take that big ballroom that we talked about at the broadcast yesterday and convert it into a basketball arena. And it's a pretty cool what they've done over there. It's a really cool thing how they do it.
Yeah, and it's I've like you covered that a few times when the championship Saturday, and then when it's over, I mean, it's amazing how quick they're able to take up floor and everything back up, and all. But yeah, it's a nice little place to watch basketball if you like going and seeing some of those schools. I know tomorrow I think the men's championship's at 1 and the women's at 3 if Milligan does advance.
Yep. The men are out, but the ladies are still playing. They play again in the semifinals tonight against U-Pike out of Kentucky. Always a pleasure, sir. Who did you pick again? I forgot. Who did you pick to win the championship this time out this year? Go ahead and tell me again. I want to hear it one more time.
Here, I'll say ETSU basketball. How's that?
Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick. Right. And I picked Joey Logano and Kyle Bush, and right now I'm already getting kicked because you're both your guys are doing better than my two. So, but he would say, and I would say, it's a long season. Last thing, when you first got here, I was giving a story about Trump's going to sit down with some folks and try and navigate college athletics. You like that or not, that the president's getting involved?
Well, I hate that the president or even Congress has to get involved in that, but college athletics is such a mess right now, you know, and it's and I know people say, well, we got definitely more important things than we do, to deal with as a country, but college sports huge business. I mean, I think people don't realize how big of a business it is, but just think all the money at one Tennessee football game. I mean, because got over 100,000 people, and they usually spend quite a bit down there
Oh,
for
absolutely.
sure. So,
Absolutely.
you know, it's the college football and college basketball, which is, I guess, where they're having most of the problems. But face it, those are the men's college basketball and college football are the two programs that really fund the rest of the athletic departments.
Governor Lee signed into law this week the new transfer bill for high school athletics. What's your take on all that?
Well, a one-time transfer, so, you know, hopefully, I mean, I don't know, hopefully it works out. We've had kids around here, some of them, I won't name any names, but we've got a couple right now that's been, I think, 3 or 4 high schools already, you know, so it's crazy.
So, and he's also established what I think is good. You got to do it in the summertime. You can't transfer in the middle of the school year and play. So your only time to transfer windows this summer when school's out, you can make that transfer one time. And so, and that's kind of, you know, I've read where a lot of the coaches, you know, they're not excited about this at all, but this is better than what you've got. So at least you know now, because I saw this year, without naming names, doesn't matter who it is, but one went from one school to another school and played. They left one school on a Friday and was playing on a Monday about 3 or 4 weeks ago in basketball.
Well, that's crazy. That happened in football, I know, too, with one of the Elizabethton's players. They ended up playing against them later in the year, and I hurt them a little bit.
So that's got to go away, and it is going away. You got to do it in the summertime. So, and they are going to do it in the summertime. But it's the law now. You get a one-time transfer, but you got to make your intentions known. And you don't have to smoke screen it like where I'm leaving for whatever reason. If you're leaving for sports, you can say now. Because up to this point, say, well, I'm leaving because of being bullied or what. And that may be the case, but it's usually, let's cut to the chase. Most of the time these kids transfer that are athletes are transferring to go play sports. So you don't have to mask it and say going for another reason. Just say, and that's what you can do now, I'm transferring from point A to point B to go play sports. And you can do it now in the summertime one time. And so becomes effective this coming summer. So we'll see who moves and who doesn't move, but you can't, what we're doing now, we get up and, as Jeff said, and leave in the middle of the school year and go to another school and immediately play. That's out the window. You got to, am I right? You got to be there the first year, I mean, not the first year, but in the summertime, so you're there the whole school year. So if you get flustered and get fed up or whatever with the coach in January, okay, you can't go to another school. You may transfer there and be a student, but you can't play yet. But you have to wait and make it official that you are transferring to play sports in the summertime. I guess you can go ahead and switch schools in the middle of the school year. That's academics only, which doesn't make any sense, but I guess you can do that. But so again, you can do it one time starting in the summer of next year, or this year rather, to let people know for the next athletic year we're moving from point A to point B. So there you go. All right, always a pleasure. See you soon. Talk soon.
Yeah, definitely.
So come back. Won't you come next Friday? We'll share a Sprite cherry together at Food City in Gray.
That sounds good.
That'll be good.
Actually, well, I can't do it next Friday. I will be in Asheville for the Southern Conference tournament.
Okay.
Got to be covering the Bucks next Friday.
The Bucks in the 20 in Asheville. So I get it.
Yeah, and then a lot of our guys too will be tied up in Freedom Hall with the Big South tournament as well.
So maybe I'll see you Wednesday at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I could probably do that
there
Wednesday.
You go. All right. We'll take a quick break. Got more to talk about. We're live here at Duck Crossing on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to Misty Counts, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why Duck Crossing? Why should we come here and shop?
Well, we have 3 floors of merchandise with over 50 different vendors, a good wide variety of items. 70% I would say is vintage, which is over 25 years or more. We do have, of course, a lot of antiques, which are over 100 years. Clean, organized, right smack dab in the middle of downtown Elizabethton. We have 2 other stores right beside of us, so it's a great afternoon. You can hit all 3 of we're all 3 good quality antique stores.
Hours are open?
We're open from 11 to 5:30 on Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on Saturdays.
Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton and Instagram at Duck Crossing Antiques.
And the phone number to call to find out more.
423-518-1858.
There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy, buy it in downtown Elizabethton. at Doug Crossing, one of our great sponsors here of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
Hi, my name is Janae, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken tortilla soup is it makes me feel warm inside. This is what cozy feels like. This is what bundling up in a blanket next to a fireplace with people you love feels like.
And back on the Tom Daly Sports Show, Cyclone basketball tonight, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock tip-off, audio only. This is what you're going to see. We're going to see this right here. Let me show you the screen. Boom. That's what you're going to see, because we'll be doing audio only tonight from John Treadway. For the regional quarterfinals, there'll be Elizabethton and the Granger Lady Grizzlies. 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock tip-off. Joseph Taylor and yours truly going to bring it to you tonight from, again, John Treadway Gymnasium. Should be a big house tonight. Should be packed out, quite frankly. Then the boys play tomorrow night. Sarah's here from Doug Crossing.
Hey guys, how's it going, everybody? Good to see you.
Yes, well, so we've got the really cool storefront here at Doug Crossing involving books. And so the Rainbow Readers got a big picture of the rainbow down into the pot of gold, which is the books, the golden books. So you brought books to show, did you not?
So a little bit backstory. I decided to do books I'd like to share with my nieces. I've got 2 biological nieces, Caroline and Riley. They're 3 and then 1.5. And then my best friend Kristen has a little girl named Aerith, and she's 8 months old, I think. And I thought it'd be fun to do some books I might like to share with them in the future, because I love my littles in my life.
We all like the little people, yep. So here we go. Let's do these.
So I'm starting off with a classic, Are You My Mother? We had this one on Book on Tape way back in the day. I think this one is $4.
$4, yep. Hardback book, Are You My Mother, Dr. Seuss.
Such a cute book.
I can read it all by myself, beginner books. So these
I'd
are cool.
hope at your age you could read all by yourself.
I
Tom.
can't.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
Sorry, Chris.
The kitten was not his mother. The hen was not his mother. The dog was not his mother. So the baby bird went on, so now he came to a cow. So that's a couple of pages of Are You My Mother, Dr. Seuss, okay, for $4 here at the Doug Crossing.
This is a fun one. So this has a couple of adaptations. There's the more traditional movie from the 90s with Mara Wilson and Danny DeVito. We've got Matilda. And then more recently, we have the musical movie that's on Netflix, and it's actually advertised on the front cover. And I recommend checking out both of those versions.
Matilda. So there you go, a Netflix film.
I liked musical better, but that's just me.
And this 200, and let's see what we got here.
Gosh, it's a big old book.
Let's see, 240 some pages for $3. There you go, from the Doug Crossing.
Very cute book.
All right.
This one I actually haven't read. This one I just thought looked pleasant. It's A Ball for Daisy, and so Caroline and Riley, my sisters, girls, they both really like dogs. I try to find a good cat when I can find one that spoke to me.
That's $8, by the way. Ball for Daisy.
Wow. But I thought that'd be cute.
Yep.
And Daisy was actually the name of a dog I had in my childhood.
All right. You always come up with the coolest things.
Well, thank you, sweetie.
So
this one is a little bit more of a stretch, but I grew up reading a lot of Garfield. We've got Garfield Worldwide. There's some really funny storylines in here. Garfield gets amnesia at one point, and they're trying to help him remember things, and it doesn't sound funny, but it is.
$3. There it is on the front. $3 Garfield Worldwide book, a little comic book Garfield for $3 here at Duck Crossing. So
that one's still in better shape than my childhood one.
Very affordably priced, of course.
This one is another favorite. We've got the Mouse and Motorcycle, and this one I think you can find on YouTube if you look. It has a stop motion animated movie. We used to get from the library. Hannah will remember. She's probably not watching this, but she would be able to tell you about this one.
Beverly Cleary, The Mouse and the Motorcycle. So there you go. It's $3 again here at Doug Crossing. So we're emphasizing reading. We love
this
it.
one also has a few adaptations. We've got Charlotte's Web, a classic. So actually, just recently, I want to say, last year, a miniseries came out on HBO Max. Nobody's talking about it for some reason. Um, Charlotte's Web is one of my favorites. Can't wait for my girls to be old enough for this one. It's very cute.
There you see it. Vintage for $5. Can't beat it. Hardback book, Charlotte's Web, the classic, for $5 here at
And I
Duck
had a
Crossing.
Charlotte's Web birthday party, actually, way back in the day.
So will these be up in the front window? Where will we
Oh
find
no,
these?
these are gonna be upstairs mostly. There's a couple like Are You My Mother that will be downstairs.
But they're easy to find
yeah.
here. So
this is the story of Dr. Dolittle. It is not like the movies. It's way better. I definitely would recommend this one. I tore through these books as a child / early teenager.
the story of Dr. Dolittle for $3 paperback here, a
Very
Dale
accessible.
book.
I think anybody could enjoy this one.
$3 again from here at Duck Crossing.
Another classic. We've got the Boxcar Children, which
Remember my kids reading these.
it really made me want to go live in was in a boxcar when I was little.
Really?
Yeah.
The Boxcar Kids. This one's $1.50. So there you go. The Boxcar Children. So very affordably priced, to say the least.
Oh, yeah.
$1.50 for
We at least have the first one. I don't know if we have any more, but I know that we've got that one.
154 pages for $1.50. It's about a penny a
Not
page.
bad, not bad.
There you go. All right.
This one I actually grabbed because it's got good selection. It's the Big Green Book of beginner books. It's got a bunch of different Dr. Seuss books. Like it's got I don't want to get up today or whatever. I wish I had duck feet. I can't.
So this
see
is
the
like
other
6
ones.
books in one here.
Yeah, and I don't remember how much it is, but it wasn't very much.
No, let's see what it is here, because that's really there it is. It is $9.95.
That's not bad at all.
No, for 6 books in one. I'm not going to get up today. Wacky Wednesday. Would you rather be a bullfrog? Maybe you could go. Maybe you should fly a jet. I wish I had duck feet. And Great Day for Up. There it is. That's the different books inside this book.
Unfortunately, it doesn't include Terrible Day for Down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't resist.
$9.95 for that. That's a great book. Wow, that's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. 6 Dr. Seuss's in one book. All right.
And ending off on actually one of my childhood favorites. This is 101 Dalmatians Puppy Roundup. And they're getting ready for picture day. And I can't remember if it's Lucky or Patch that they can't find, and he ends up being in the basket. I think it's Lucky. It might be Patch though.
So there it is. 101 Dalmatians Puppy Roundup. How much is this little golden book? $2.95.
Not bad at all.
No. Great pricing here at Duck Crossing. So
Yeah.
great theme again this time. You always do great
Heck yeah.
themes.
Thank you.
Yep. And she made cookies. Gave me some of
I
her
sure
cookies.
did. They came out good.
They were excellent. Now, what were they?
So the ones you had were the gluten-free cake mix cookies.
Cake mix cookies,
They
yeah.
were kind of like a funfetti situation.
Yeah, cake mix cookies. They were excellent,
Well,
to say
thank
the
you,
least.
sweetheart.
Yep. She gave me some to take home and sample, and I'll be honest, I never made them home. Made them going down the road in the car.
I'm not shocked.
No.
Those were really good.
They were good. All right, that's our buddy Sarah, who works here. Mom runs the store, and she's here every day working hard and helping out. And so 3 floors, over 50 vendors, and there's a good foot traffic in there already for a Friday afternoon. You always know it's busy on
yeah.
the weekend, but on a Friday afternoon, we've had a lot of folks through here.
Oh yeah, we've stayed pretty busy today.
We like it.
I've gotten to get into jewelry twice today. I enjoyed that.
Looking at jewelry cases, helping folks out. All right, quick break. More sports coming up. We're live here again, Duck Crossing Antique Store. Our buddy Sarah with us. Appreciate her very much. She'll be
Thanks for having me, Tom.
Oh, I love it. Be right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Let's run down again. We're here at Duck Crossing. That's a really good price on those books. I mean, really. Dr. Seuss. In fact, I'm probably going to get that book. I know someone I can get that too. 6 Dr. Seuss books in one book for $9.95, a hardback. Are you kidding me? That's a great deal. So we'll probably take that off their hands and get off the show here. Let's run down. We've talked about the girls. We'll talk about the boys. Let's set the stage for the boys tomorrow night. Again, it's pressure packed. You're down to single elimination tonight. You got to win for the girls. Tomorrow night, the boys, and here we go. In single A tomorrow night, boys basketball. UNACA's got a bye, so they will wait and play till Tuesday of next week. The other side of the 1A bracket, North Green will travel to Cosby. University High will go to Hancock County, and the Hampton Bulldogs tomorrow night hosting Washburn in boys basketball in the regional quarterfinals tomorrow night. All the boys play tomorrow night. In 2A, Unicoi County will host Pigeon Forge. So they have the girls there tonight and the boys tomorrow night at Unicoi County. And so the Blue Devils will host Pigeon Forge tomorrow night. You have West Green traveling to Cumberland Gap. Chucky Doak, the Black Knights, will go to Gatlinburg-Pittman. And South Green will host Eagleton tomorrow night in 2A boys regional tournament. In 3A, our game, of course, the Granger Grizzlies are coming. They're coming tonight for the ladies. They're coming tomorrow night for the guys. And so the guys played very well to win the district tournament. We beat a really good Tennessee High team to win the district tournament up there early in the week at East High School. By the way, big kudos to Kim Carrier and Brandon Barnes and everybody involved in the tournament. I thought they built on a really, really nice tournament. Again, it's a lot of work, a lot of behind-the-scenes sweat equity, making it work to pull it off. And I thought Kim Carrier, the athletic director at Sullivan East, did a really good job putting on that tournament. It was well run. Had a hospitality room, which doesn't make it or break it, but it's nice that there was a hospitality room for the media. And we went in there one night. And so, but anyway, they did it, and they did it well, and I thought they ran a really, really good tournament, and not because they had a hospitality room, but just the whole thing was very well run. So kudos to Kim and her helpers up there at East, putting on a good district tournament. That's where Elizabeth won and beat Tennessee High earlier in the week. So tomorrow night they're hosting Granger. The Greenville boys will be hosting Crockett tomorrow night. Volunteer home to Daniel Boone, and then Tennessee High will be home at Viking Hall to Cherokee. All those are tomorrow night starting at 7. The winners move on, the losers go home. Then in 4A basketball tomorrow night, same scenario. You have Dobbins Minute at the Buck Van Ness Dome hosting Sevier County. Jefferson County home to Science Hill. Westridge will travel to Maryville, and Morristown West will be home to William Blount. So Science Hill travels to Jeff County. Westridge will travel to Maryville. William Blount will be traveling to Morristown West, and Dobbins Minute will be hosting Sevier County, the Smoky Bears tomorrow night. Winners move on. The losers will be eliminated. Again, as we told you earlier, coming up on Monday, this is pretty cool. Coca-Cola is teaming up with Food City. It's an exclusive. The launch of an exciting new product called Sprite Cherry. Be available while supplies last in 12-pack, 12-ounce cans starting Monday and running through September. And so Food City and Coca-Cola is an exclusivity. Only place you'll be able to get this is at Food City, which is cool. Sprite Cherry. It's a new drink. And so it'll be exclusive at Food City starting Monday, running through September. It's going to be a 6-month run. So we'll be there to grab some of that on Monday. We're going to sample it next Friday. We'll be on the air next Friday at Food City in Gray. And so we will definitely sample that Sprite Cherry, something new that's exclusive, as we said, to Food City and Coca-Cola. By the way, Food City had double-checked how many stores have gotten out of 164 stores. Southeast Kentucky, Southwest Virginia, East Tennessee, North Georgia, now in Alabama. 164 retail outlets. They're popping them up all over the place in Alabama. They're really growing in Alabama and Georgia. They being Food City. We're proud to be, again, a working partner with them for over 20 years at Food City. All right, the National Hockey League tonight. 4 on the ice tonight. Buffalo skates at Florida. Washington hosting Vegas. Minnesota, the Wild skates at Utah. And Winnipeg will be at Anaheim tonight for the National Hockey League. Now, let's look at this one. This started last week. If you like comic books, you want to go to collinsandcompany.info because they got an online auction at Comic Book Extravaganza. In fact, we got 2 auctions to tell you about. This one's the comic book. It started it goes till March 3rd, next Tuesday. That's when it started. It really doesn't matter. The fact is it's up and running. You can go there and bid on these comic books at collinsandcompany.info. They have over, I'm reading this, hundreds of comic books you can bid on. collinsandcompany.info. Go there. It's a buck a bid. It's what they started at. It'll go through Tuesday, March the 3rd next week, where you can sign off on that. So bid to your heart's content. There's a Century Sealed Collection online estate auction. So you can go there and check this out too. All kinds of over 450 lots from Elizabeth and Tennessee Estate. Everything starts at a buck a bid, and it starts it's going on now through next Thursday. So go to collinsandcompany.info for that. So let you know about, well, she's loading up the wagon here. She's got a lot of cool stuff. The NFL Combine is winding down this week. It'll go today, tomorrow, and Sunday. All the college guys going to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis to, again, show off and be graded and critiqued and evaluated for the upcoming NFL season, the NFL draft coming up in April. So the Combine's going on right now in Indianapolis. So 2 things I want to tell you about, and we'll get Misty in here one more time to showcase the great folks here again at Doug Crossing. So we talked about the transfer rule. Here it is. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee signs a bill into law making it easier for middle and high school athletes to play sports immediately after transferring schools. So new law essentially makes the TSSAA change its transfer rule, which they said they would in the next meeting in April. So House Bill 25, Senate Bill 16, as introduced, would prohibit a public school from using public funds to have a membership with an association that regulates interscholastic athletes and prohibits a student from participating in an interscholastic athletic competition due to the student transferring no more than once from a school which the student previously participated. What's that mean? That means next summer you can transfer 1 time now. The new law, the TSSAA here in Tennessee, the new law allows you to transfer 1 time in the summer. You can't transfer in the middle of the school year. You got to do it in the summer. And so the new law, previously without a change in address, an athlete and the school from which the player transferred had to affirm that the move was not sports related. Well, now you can just say, which was a joke, now it is sports related. We're moving because I want to play over at that school for that coach, for that team. So that is, it is what it is. So that goes into effect now. So if you want to transfer schools, you can. You get 1 shot. So let's see. Let's quote our buddy Josh Kite, athletic director at Crockett. 1-time transfer rule has some good parts and some bad parts. On one hand, I understand that families go through situations where changing schools is the right move. Don't think students should always be punished for that decision. Giving them 1 opportunity makes sense in certain cases, but at the same time, we have to be careful. If it's not monitored closely, it can create competitive issues and affect team chemistry. Oh, absolutely. And program stability. High school sports is supposed to be about education, development, and community. So, and I see that too. I'm with him 100% on that. So, but the new rule is, it is what it is. Starting this year, you can transfer 1 time this summer to another school to play sports, starting for the next athletic and the student school year, which will be in the fall. All right, one more story. This is good. I like this. Now, all these guys are leaving schools, transferring after signing contracts for the NIL. So, University of Cincinnati is suing their former quarterback, Brendan Sorsby. Did it in federal court on Wednesday, alleging he breached his NIL contract with the Bearcats and refused to pay back $1 million exit fee after he transferred to Texas Tech. So, again, he says, I'm going to play for Cincinnati, and he signed the contract to do so. Then he got a better offer to go to Texas Tech, so he left him high and dry. Said he'd pay back the $1 million when he left, but now he says, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Cincinnati's attorney said the quarterback's representative advised that Sorsby refuses to pay the university anything. Sorsby signed an NIL agreement with the Red Raiders will pay him between $4 and $6 million this season. A better deal, so there you become, it's a high stakes deal. So Sorsby signed an 18-month NIL contract with the Bearcats that covered the 2025 and 2026 season, which is coming up, set to expire December the 15th this year. So he notified the football team on December the 1st that he was done playing for the Bearcats and would not compete in their postseason game against Navy in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl on January 2nd, which he didn't. He signed a deal. He entered the transfer portal on January the 2nd, signed a deal with the Red Raiders to make between $4 and $6 million. Cincinnati says, you owe us $1 million. You said you were going to pay us back if you left, and you left, and he said, I'm not going to pay it back. So there you go. So now we got a lawsuit. And again, as we told you earlier in the show, President Trump's going to sit down with a bunch of college guys this week, trying to hammer this kind of stuff out so this won't continue to happen. So it's going to be very interesting, this meeting in D.C. next week about the NIL and just about college sports in general. Oh, she brought it. Told her to bring it. She did. We'll take a break. She's got something really cool that everybody's looking for. And she's got it right here at the Duck Crossing. She'll show us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, you know, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, you know, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend, attorneys for closing we recommend, and you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely. New color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabeth City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers are Winners in Elizabeth and City Schools. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're here one more time. Here's what's really cool. She sold one of these since we've been on the air.
And that's the only one left.
Bunny on a Nest, is that right?
Bunny on a Nest.
Bunny on a Nest. There's only one left in the store. She sold one. We talked about it. $25. So this is what everybody's looking for, right? Bunny on a Nest.
Well, it's the hen on the nest, but there are also bunny on the nest, cat on a nest, turkey on a nest.
So, but you've had 2 of these in the store. You sold one of those while we've been on the air.
Yes.
That one's gone. So that's a bunny on a nest. But this one's still good. We got one left, and then here's the hen on the nest.
So now this.
Don't let me drop it.
They range in price from like $15 up. This is a really rare one, so it is 125.
125.
125. So
So-
that is a lot, but it is a very, very rare one.
All right.
And that's the only one we have, and we hadn't even had it in here a week.
So I'll ask the obvious question: what makes this rare? Because I don't know what the difference
That
would be.
color.
The color.
Yes.
The yellow color makes it rare. Okay.
Yeah, you don't see them that color.
And see, it's yellow, but this is a darker. The head and the tail is darker than the rest of the body.
And the split tail makes it a more expensive one, too. They have different makers.
We don't want to drop this.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, I'm trying to show the split tail. So $125 sperm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's put that. Why don't we put that over there? I have bad feelings about this. Well, Tom just bought the last hen and nest in the building because he dropped
the
and broke
most expensive one.
it.
Yeah.
So
And then, like the bunny, there's cats, and right now this is all we have though. We've had, and we get them in. You know, people bring them in, but they go out fast. So I actually have the earrings. So this is one of my vendors that has. I was telling you about some smaller spaces. So he does the silverware kind of silver plate. I was trying to see. I can't tell which is which. Is that the right way or is that backwards?
it's backwards.
Okay, that way.
There you go. Yep.
So he sells earrings. I mean, he does a great job.
It's like
He's
a spoon.
retired. It is. It's like the end
End
of
of a spoon.
Yeah.
Is that not the
So
coolest
and
thing?
then look at that. That's the end of a knife. Those
You
little
are kidding me.
birdhouse. He makes these little birdhouse pendants. Those are brand new. He just brought those in this week.
That's the end of a knife.
Isn't that cool?
I've never seen that before.
It's a pendant, a necklace.
Look at that. Made out of at the end of it is a knife. It drilled a hole in it
And
and
he's
made a
got
birdhouse
lots
out
of other earrings and different kinds of pendants. It like shaped like a cat and different things. These are bracelets, which are really popular. We sell a lot of these.
Made out of silverware.
Yep, and they have like a magnetic clasp, so they stay on good.
Look at that.
They're made out of silver plate.
What are these? $25?
25, yeah.
Which floor is this booth on?
It's just right here in this front case.
Wow, look at that, folks. Is that a spoon? Is that a knife? What is that?
I guess it's just.
That makes a difference.
It could be a fork or I guess
Whoa.
it'd be a fork or a spoon because it's kind of slender.
There you go. Look at that. $25 for that one. All right.
And then I was gonna say, and you know, like just how things are coming back. So like maybe during your time,
You're rushing me.
I'm sorry.
I'm still playing. So here's another one. Now look at this. I think that is now who would think?
I know.
See, people take, what's that old adage? One man's junk's another man's treasure.
Yes.
Somebody took a knife. What's this gentleman's name?
Bobby.
Bobby. Bobby took a knife, a literal table knife, and drilled a hole in the end of the table knife and put this little top on it and made this a birdhouse or a pendant and put a little bird on the end of it. You wear this around your neck, the pendant. How much does this go for? This priced is at $20.
Yep, 20.
Wow. Look
There's
at that.
some little bells too that he makes out of those knife ends that are cool.
All right, then we go into
The silverware, the
Silverware
spoon
rings.
rings. Yeah, spoon rings are back.
spoon rings are back. Look at that. And these all go for, what's it say,
18.
18 bucks a piece. They're not going to bust your billfold. Spoon rings. Now,
All
are these
sizes.
guys or girls or primary ladies?
Whichever. No, whichever. He's got bigger ones. Like this one's, pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
He has a good collection, a good selection, I guess I should say.
There's a spoon ring. Let's see what a spoon ring looks like on my finger.
This one's, it does fit you. I was going to say this one is a little bigger.
Let's take this one off so I can showcase the spoon ring. I ain't putting it on my middle finger. No, it'll get stuck. Tom's not with us tonight
that
for the
one's
ball
cool.
game. He's in the hospital getting a ring cut off his finger. So
Look at that one. That one is really neat.
these are 18 bucks spoon rings. So there are some for guys and a lot for the ladies too. So he's taking silverware and getting made rings out of them. That's too cool. So you brought down a couple of shows back. Somebody had taken keys and made a wind chime out of old keys, and you brought this one night or one day for a show and tell. So people that do that and can take stuff that I'd look at as ordinary and make something really cool out of it.
Yeah.
Man, that blows my mind. If I could get by with wearing this thing, I'd wear it. I think that's the coolest thing, to take a knife. It's like, Tom, it's just a knife. I know, but just think of the when you look at something, go, I could make a knife. I could make a pendant out of that.
And then you try.
A table
It's
knife.
a lot harder.
And drill a hole and make a birdhouse out of it for $20. So.
Very cool.
All right, we have more cleaning.
Well, I was just going to say, was we talked about the beeswax. So these are the Howard's products, and we're also going to do those 20% off for the spring cleaning sale. So they'll be 20% off. The beeswax will be $1 off.
All right, so help me.
But
Food.
so that's Wax It All. It's a newer product of theirs. I've just had it a couple of years. It's food grade.
So what we do with this?
It's great to use on those, and I never can say it, charcuterie boards, you know what I'm talking about? Those like the
I can't
butcher
say it.
block
Yep.
boards. So they're really good on that. It's got mineral oil and it's
Howard Wax It All food grade wax. Okay.
so on the different bread bowls and things that you actually eat out of, you don't want to use a regular
Wood you're talking about.
Yes, wood. Yes.
Wood,
grade
stone,
wax.
metal, concrete, plastic, and more. It's Wax It All. It's $11.95. There it is. It's American made. I'm gonna guess this is
20% off during our, and this is the butcher block conditioner. So if you would rather have something that's more of that, we carry the whole line that has the butcher block oil and the butcher block cleaner,
$10.95.
and those are all food grade
What does that mean when you say food grade? Educate
that
me.
you can eat off of it. It
I
doesn't
gotcha.
have any kind of chemicals that could be poisonous.
Okay. All right. Very good. So, hello,
Because
Lisa Baker watching. How you
Lots
doing,
of
lady?
times, wood stuff, it dries it out if you just wash it, with your regular washing soap, Dawn or whatever.
Here's leather salve. Penetrating conditioner rejuvenates, restores, and revives leather. Great for
Yes.
tack and saddles.
It's great, and people use that for their purses and their chairs. So we do have the leather cleaner, the leather conditioner, and the leather salve.
Furniture, purses, boots, bags, hats, shoes, saddles, tack, auto apparel, and gloves. Goes for $11.95. It's called leather salve.
Yeah, it's really good.
Have you tried this one too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I use all these, and the Restore finish, it is great. It is amazing to keep from having to strip furniture. It just evens out the color. We've got, I think there's about 8 different colors, but it is just, you just rub it in, and it just like kind of brings out the natural color, but then kind of blends together where things fade, like if they're in the sun or.
It's cherry. It says restores color to faded wood finishes, blends out scratches and blemishes, removes white heat rings, easy wipe on, easy wipe off for $10.95. Restore finish. I'm going to guess this. Yep, made in Paso Robles, ROBLES, California. This is American made product. Restore finish.
Yeah,
All right.
Howard's is a good company. And then, this one, let me give you this one first. So that's feed and wax. So that's not.
I love this lady. She's a hoot.
That's not food grade. But,
Right.
It's like a nourishing to wood. So just your regular wood that you would have your cabinets, your tables. And it doesn't have a color to it, but it just brings out the natural colors.
Feed and wax,
So it's
polish, and
amazing.
conditioner.
I use that on so many things. And you can use it on rusty things too, and it kind of seals it in.
That's made in California too. You see the American flag. It's American made. Love it. Greatest country in the world. Feed and wax, wood polish and conditioner. American made. The Howard Company. And this goes for $6.95 for the spray bottle. This will use all these.
That one is not a spray. It is like a conditioner, like a thick.
Oh.
It's like a beeswax, like you might be closed up, sealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can smell it too. It's got a citrus smell to it.
Yeah, it's the beeswax and orange oil.
Cool.
So
all right.
that one, and again, these will all be 20% off for our spring cleaning sale. So that's
Silver polish.
Yes, and it works really good, and as does the brass and copper polish. Another-
Pinola silver polish.
and
Okay.
they're
$6.95.
$6.95, and you don't have to use a lot of that either.
So this is a spray.
No,
this
it's
is
the same kind of thing. Yep.
Yeah. Here you go. And then the last one we'll show you on this one is pine oil copper and brass polish. Same thing. Instant action beautifies your brass, cleans, shines, and protects. $6.95. So you got several options here.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're needing it for. Okay.
And then we do have just for cleaning, we've got like the orange oil and the lemon oil, the leather cleaner. We've got other cleaners.
This is wood polish. And this goes for $7.95. And the same company, same place, made in California.
Yep.
So Orange Oil, the Howard Company. So you
Yes.
sell a lot of these, don't you?
Yeah, we do. It's a great product. All their products are great. They've got wood floor cleaner, just about anything that you want to restore or want to protect and keep for a lifetime.
Okay, so I'm going to
It's
use
covered.
I'm going to use a name, Pledge. What would be comparable to Pledge on here that you would want to clean your furniture polish with?
Well, I would say that beeswax that we had earlier
Okay.
would be more because that's more of a spray
Mhm.
kind of thing. But it doesn't build up like Pledge has ingredients and chemicals that kind of build up over
Mhm.
time.
This doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No. So,
So and the feed wax maybe would be kind of like that too because you just kind of rub it into your wood and it
Mhm.
just sets there. So it's not really like a like a spray on wipe off.
so over your left shoulder is a big hurricane lamp. It's absolutely beautiful. I keep looking at that thing thinking, do I need that? But it is beautiful. It's I call it a Gone with the Wind lamp.
Yes, that's what they're called.
And it goes for how much? I don't know if they can see it. Probably.
They have 179 on it. And then at our spring cleaning sale again, we'll be
Marking
doing
it
a lot
down.
of them. Will be doing 20% off.
You can see the one behind her.
So yeah,
That one right there.
that one is really pretty because it has the gems on it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got 145 on it. So
Mhm.
it's beautiful.
Oh, it's a beautiful lamp. 145. You're talking about vintage. And so, as she said earlier in the broadcast, you come in there. What percentage in here? What'd you say up to? How much that's actually vintage? 70.
We strive for 75%. I
70%.
tell my vendors 75% of your booth should be 25 years or older.
There you go. So 25 years back would put it at
Mm-hmm.
2026 minus 25 would be 1981. Is that right?
No, 25.
I don't know.
Sarah's 32. She
Don't
was born
embarrass
in the
me.
90s.
Hang on, I'm going to see. I bombed this one.
So
Hang on.
What's 26?
Don't say anything
so
else.
2001.
Don't say anything else.
This is 26.
Don't embarrass me. 'Cause I already-
26 minus 25.
2026 minus 25. I've already embarrassed myself.
2001.
Where'd I get 19? Oh, how embarrassing. 2001. So anything
It's okay.
2001 back is considered vintage.
Yes. I
Yeah.
only know because my children are actually considered vintage. So what does that say about me?
Well, that means I don't know what it says about you. It says I can't cipher very
Means
good on
I'm
there.
a mother of a vintage children.
Vintage children.
So
yeah.
their clothes now, those clothes from the 90s and those toys from the 90s are vintage.
Mm-hmm. That's hard to believe.
Mm-hmm.
What was the toys you played with as a little girl? Strawberry shortcake?
Yeah, strawberry shortcake, Care Bears.
Care Bears? Is Barney vintage now? I guess he would
It
be. wouldn't
is, yeah, it is. And my little granddaughter, she has rediscovered Barney. Hannah loved Barney, and now Riley Kay loves Barney.
That's interesting.
They do have a new Barney. He doesn't look like the 90s Barney.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little different.
So Mr. Rogers would be vintage too. Would you be my neighbor? Anything Mr. Rogers?
Yeah,
And of course
and
Dr.
people
Seuss.
look for that. I had a guy this morning that was looking at this Pee Wee Herman thing. We've got like a Pee Wee Herman's in the package still little set, and he was looking at it. Pee Wee Herman's something you can't hardly find. A lot of those old TV shows, Mr. Rogers, Electric Company, Captain Kangaroo, all those shows. Their stuff's really sought after.
Hard to find
Yes.
because it's the baby boomers now want the stuff they grew up with as a little child. Over there, I keep looking at that high chair. It's a white top with a gold
Yellow.
and yellow and silver. You'll do better. Describe
It's
that
like
for
the
me.
chrome. Well, it's
Chrome,
just a.
that's what I want, yeah.
Yes, chrome.
Chrome?
So it's a yellow. It's probably from. I'd say it's from the 70s. That color yellow.
A vintage high chair goes for how much? If you had to guess, because I know it's up there on top. You have to go
I'm gonna
pretty.
say probably somewhere between 30 and 45.
Mm-hmm.
I could do 30 if somebody came in and wanted it, but
Mhm.
I'm not really sure. I think it's mine, so
Then the other
I'll
place
make a deal with you.
over there on the other side, I see old sleds. The old timey
Yes.
wooden sleds were actually.
We should have gotten those out too. I
Yeah.
said that after we had all that snow, and we should have put them out front. We did have some people call, and we did sell one sled, but we forgot to get those down. We're not used to having those big sleigh riding snows.
Oval picture frames. I meant to ask that off there. Is that something people are sought after? The old oval picture frames.
Like the bubble, they had
The
like
beveled-
the bubble glass.
the bevel
on 'em.
glass? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder because I know when I was a kid they had those
Portraits in them.
at my grandparents' house. So, and I looked that mirror made me think of that, but that's not the mirror off to her left here. So, there's tons of stuff in this store. There's 3 floors, over 50 vendors. There's a waiting list. And what have folks been in here buying this morning? You had good traffic. What's some of the stuff?
So one thing that we sold, Maddie sold from out of the front window. You know, she has a lot of really cool stuff. She sold some Taco Bell wax cups. So like the old wax cups that you would have got your drink in. She sold 2 stacks of those. Isn't that funny?
Different strokes, different
They
folks.
were $15, and they were old Taco Bell wax cups.
Just never know, do you?
Yeah.
People
And
come
then
in
we
here.
had a lady that bought quite a bit of jewelry this morning. We've got some great, 2 really great jewelry ladies that have so many just unique, cool kind of stuff. So we have a lot of people that come here looking for vintage jewelry. So we sold that today, and I'm trying to think what else. We sold that little. We sold books today.
Out of the front
kids
window?
Books, yeah, or just all over. Kids books always. People love to buy the old kids books, golden books, Dr. Seuss.
Yep, I'm right there with them because people I like to read too, and so the golden books, you can't go wrong with the golden books. In fact, Sarah did her segment about books, which was
Oh, yeah.
excellent. So
Okay.
it's a really cool place, folks. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy downtown. Well, if you want to come in here and haggle with them about pricing, I mean, they don't have to get on the phone and call corporate or whatever. I mean, it's her. She owns the place. It's her store, her and Brad, and Sarah are the 3 folks in here primarily working. And so, you know, if you say, well, how about that lamp over there, or this lamp, or whatever it is you see in here, you come up and talk to them and say, well, here's what I got on it. She may not budge on it, just depends, but
It just depends. It depends on whose it is and how long it's been here.
and how bad they want to move it.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
if it's something that's like you said, mine or Sarah or Brad's, of course we can negotiate a little better. I say what's Brad's is mine.
There you go. That's her guy, by the way. So
That's my guy.
That's your guy. So there you go. That's where we are. Again, on social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton, and on Instagram at Duck Crossing Antiques, and Sarah's got a TikTok, Duck Crossing Antiques maybe, or Duck Crossing TN.
So somebody asked me, it's been 3 or 4 weeks ago now, since last time I was here, why do they call it, the Eagle Center is named because it used to be the Eagle 5 and 10 down here, so your name is unique, Duck Crossing. How did you get the name? Why is it Duck Crossing?
So Lisa Bunn, the Bunns that had the coffee company and have the coffee roasters now, they turned it into an antique mall in the early 90s, and the ducks used to come and cross from the covered bridge here. So they call
Really?
it Duck Crossing. Yeah, and there's the planters that we have on the end of the blocks, and they still come and lay their eggs there in the spring.
Do they
Ducks
really?
do. Yeah, we have to put up signs to protect them, but they still come in to the planters and. So and sometimes we'll just randomly see ducks on the sidewalk.
That is awesome.
So yeah, probably not as much now that we have more traffic, but it's just been about 2 years ago I took a picture of some ducks on just walking on my sidewalk.
That's awesome. So that's how you get the name
So
Duck Crossing.
That's it.
Because the
Duck
ducks
Crossing.
used to cross and lay their eggs in the flower boxes out front. And they still do.
And they
that
still
cross
do,
the
yeah,
street.
those great big planters under
That's
like
cool.
the bushes and stuff.
Duck Crossing. Good stuff. Thanks for letting me
Yeah.
come be a part of
Yeah,
this today.
thank you.
We'll come back and do it again next month. We come once a month. And so, in closing, a lot of these businesses downtown are mom and pops. They depend on foot traffic, and we gotta bring people in here because this is what keeps your doors open, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy, and again, you got how many antique stores are downtown? So you can come here.
We've got 3 in a row right here. Me, the Eagle Center, Vintage Elk, and Duck Crossing. So we're kind of 3 in a row, 3 different types of a look on different items. I mean, we're not different, but we're all really good at what we do. And then there's one across the street on the corner, one up the block, 2 down the road. We actually have, I think, 8 total that are within 5 miles of our store. So
you can make it a day. Come to Elizabethton. There's some great
Yeah,
places to
absolutely.
eat downtown.
Saturday would be a great one.
It's gonna be
great
warm. It's
day
gonna be.
to-
They're flirting with 70s tomorrow.
Yes, and 70s next week. Oh, can't wait.
Wasn't that long ago? We were on the back porch. It was 2 below air temperature. I thought, no, I'm over this. Give me spring. Think spring.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's good stuff.
Okay.
Thank you again, dear.
Okay.
See you next
Tom.
month.
Sounds good.
Quick break. We'll be right back right after this in Food City on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer seafood meal prep, suggest the perfect sides to pair, and even steam and peel your shrimp. All at no extra cost. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at helping with the laundry.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
And the Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of furniture stores. Why Cannon's Fine Home Furnishing, sir?
We have a lot of reasons. We're homegrown. Our kids are in the local schools, local sports. We support as many as we can. We take our money, goes to the local banks, stays in the local banks. And you support local, the money just turns around and just rethunder it back into the community. We've been here a long time, and we are proud to be in Elizabethton. I would never move anywhere else. We love this town, and our kids love this town. It's unusual. Chris and Eric, when they were little, 6, 8 years old, they come to us and say, I don't never want to leave this town. I want to always live here, and they both live here. And you couldn't beat them out of Elizabethton, I don't think. So, we live in a great area. We were great people. It's just a great place to live, and we're glad to have a business here.
Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Hours are open.
Open 10 to 6 during the week, 9 to 5 on Saturday. We can open on special hours. If somebody needs a late at night appointment, we can do that. So,
how do we find you on social media?
Just put in Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. You'll see Facebook. Our Facebook page comes up. Now, on Facebook, each week, we do 10 to 15 specials. It's just super deals. Mm-hmm. So, check that out. And then, of course, our website is cannonshomestore.com. Great website. It's getting better. We are working on it. And it's a good website now, but it's going to be even better in the future.
Great sponsor, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, shop and buy it in Betsy, downtown at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's wrap it up. Again, we've got basketball coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, not that far away, about 4 hours out. We'll be right back at it. We'll be bringing you. Actually, we're going there at 6:30, and we'll tip it off at 7 o'clock. It'll be the Lady Cyclones and Lady Grizzlies from Granger in the regional quarterfinal at John Treadway Gym. And we ran down all the other schools playing tonight. So, as I said earlier, if you are a fan of basketball, please support these girls at this point tonight for the girls, tomorrow night for the boys. I mean, you reach the point, this is it. You lose, your season's over. So, I'll wait and go see them next week. You may not be seeing them next week. If they get beat, it's over. And then if they win, they'll have to travel. So if you're in the Tri-Cities and you want to go watch basketball, you got lots of options to do that tonight. So go out and support your local high school team. Go to the concession stand, get you soda pops, popcorn, whatever. Support the concessions to help. That helps, I'm sure, some program or organization at that school as they're running the concession stand. Tonight, Elizabeth will be no different. I think it's I'm not sure. Not sure who's doing it, but I know they'll have a concession stand, and proceeds will benefit an organization inside the school. So do that. It's on a Friday night. It's early games. They all start at 7. So get out and support your local high school girls basketball team tonight and your local high school boys basketball team tomorrow night. We'll be there tonight at 6:30. Joseph Taylor and yours truly to bring it to you. The Cyclones and the Lady Grizzlies from Granger High School. So it's going to be a great ball game. And again, they played each other back in November, and Elizabeth won that game 58-50, but that matters not. That was back then, and this is now. Here's the verse of the day. To close it out, we always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Today's verse is Psalms 48:14. It says this, "For this God is our God forever and ever. He will be our God even to the end. Thank you, God, that we can depend on you anytime and all the time, and you're always there to guide us." Psalms 48:14 is the verse of the broadcast. See you back here at 6:30 tonight for Cyclone basketball. Again, we're wrapping up show number 2454 on our way to 2500 today here at the Duck Crossing Antique Store in downtown Elizabeth. And see you back here tonight in a little while, as a matter of fact, at 6:30 for Lady Cyclone basketball. Until then, we'll tell you as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching this show from Duck Crossing Antique Store in downtown Elizabeth.